And here,
Hello, everyone. Playoff races are beginning. Things are going well. Things are heating up. And I'm going to be honest, I don't care about baseball. It's all about KU football.
no, it really is all about KU football.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can see them upsetting Alabama in Tuscaloosa. It's gonna happen. Don't sleep on them.
This is the opposite field outlook. I am Jack. That is Andrew. Andrew, how are you doing on this fine day?
You know, could be better, could be worse. It's an absolute dog. I gotta be PG. I gotta use PG words. Um, I saw a Miami football game, third game that I've seen, and they didn't look good at all. Here's what happens with the Miami Red Hawks, or as I like to call them, the Miami Redskins. Um, so they start out the first half, they have a great first half. Second half, 0 points. That's happened yeah, against two like almost ranked opponents. That's happened. We won against Kentucky, no points in the second half. Then Cincinnati, same story. So yeah, that's where
Yeah.
I'm at.
You
That's
guys are
why
0
I'm
and
on
2
the
or 1 and
Kansas
2. You guys
one
are 1 and 2.
one
Damn.
and two. Yeah,
That sucks.
that's why
Uh
I'm all on the Kansas train. Okay, go Jayhawks.
yes, sir. I'm doing well. I might hit the gym after this if we don't take that long. We'll see what happens. I mean, the rec
Gotcha.
closes at 10:30, so I don't know if I have enough time.
Yeah,
Um,
rush.
we're not rushing the episode. The episode is more important than the gym, unfortunately. Uh, it's poll day today, so
Ooh, that's
we got
fun.
those
Oh,
swing. You know
looking
those.
ripped.
You know when people in like cartoons flex and then their like muscle actually goes
Goes
down.
up.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm. That's what's happening to me right now. Um, Today was not a good day for marching band. It was
Happened.
100 degrees.
Oh, that's
Feels
tough.
like 103 because of the humidity. So we were having a good time out there, running around.
103. That ain't it.
Yeah,
That
no,
sucks.
it's summer Kansas weather. That's what you expect. And KU football is 3-0. Things are heating up. The game this Saturday is basically sold out. I think there's like 50 tickets left.
God,
It's gonna be unreal.
that's freaking
It's gonna be
sick.
electric. It's gonna be so much fun. The family's flying out to Kansas. My parents will
Ooh,
be there. It's gonna be a good time. The
who
marching
are they playing?
Jayhawks. We're playing Duke, who is 3-0.
3-0.
It's gonna be a fucking wild game. Uh,
Right? That'll be fun.
yeah.
Is that game televised?
I don't. It's on ESPN Plus for sure. I don't know if it will be on actual TV though.
Gotcha.
Um, didn't really
That'll be
worry
a
about that because I'm
sick
gonna be
game.
there. Uh, yeah, it should be fun. That's what's going on with me at the moment. One of my roommates has strep throat.
Ooh,
Kind of unfortunate.
that's tough.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone is getting sick or has gotten sick around this time.
yeah.
That's what's happened on our campus. I
I
was sick for a little bit.
I think that's just a thing that happens at every college
College,
campus.
yeah.
I think every college campus also has a name for it. Like
Yeah.
my girlfriend goes to Princeton, and they call it the Princeton plague there, and here we call it the KU cough. So we got it's
Yeah. Ours
um
is the Miami flu, so
oh
yeah.
that's lame. There's no alliteration there.
No, I
That's
know.
fucking sad. Um
Yeah, we gotta work on that one.
yeah,
Oh, also, I'm going starting this weekend. First water polo games, playing at University of Dayton. I'll pull up the schedule right now. Keep you
damn.
guys updated. Yeah, 7 kids are coming. I'm the starting goalie as a freshman, so that's gonna be
That's
fun.
cool. That's a
Yeah,
very
dude,
cool. Are you
on the team on my back. We're playing Washington University in St. Louis. Sorry,
that's
from St. Louis, and then University of Cincinnati, and then Dayton. So we're playing 3 games in 2 days,
That's
which
kind
is
of fun.
fun.
That should be fun.
Yeah, and then also coming up in a couple weeks, I think we're going out to St. Louis. for a tournament there. So
I might have
hold
to
up,
make
Jack.
a quick drive, a quick 8-hour drive to St.
It's an
Louis.
8-hour drive to St. Louis.
It's not 8 hours. I'm exaggerating, but
Dude,
it's not
you should
it's not
actually pull up.
close.
That'd be sick.
It is. Here, where do I live? It's 5 hours.
Well, that's not bad. Yeah,
What the
pull up.
fuck you mean that's not bad? I ain't.
Start
Okay.
walking, Jack.
Do you know what the place is called? Is it-
Washington University.
Oh, it's at Washington University in St. Louis. That's kind of a weird place. You and these schools that are named after other places.
Yeah.
Miami, Ohio, Washington, St. Louis. What's going on? Are you making these places up?
Might be. Dude, I don't freaking know, bro. They can't decide. They're like a little indecisive there. Like, oh, let's name.
Oh, it's
this place.
4 hours and 20 minutes.
Nice.
I could make the trek. Is that next weekend or the weekend after, or just in a long time?
Not really sure, but it's down the line for sure.
I'll see what I can do if you give me actual information.
Okay.
That's fun. You want to do the let's hop into the recaps right now.
Yeah, bro. Let's do this thing.
I'm doing the American League. We're gonna be skipping over a bunch of series because I don't want to fucking talk about the Tigers if they're not in contention and they played
I'm
the
starting to
Royals.
go now.
So here we go. The Angels visit the Guardians, and the Guardians pull off the 3-game sweep. That farthers their lead over the Central and keeps their first place position. Houston visits Detroit. This series is entirely irrelevant. Houston wins, no doubt. Detroit is already eliminated. And if the Astros win tomorrow, they clinch division, I think. The Jays host the Rays for 5. They take 3. Both teams look good, and the Blue Jays, being a half game ahead of the Rays for now, both teams hold wildcard spots, and they're competing with Seattle for the 1, 2, and 3 wildcard spots. The Red Sox host the Yankees. The Yankees take both games from the Sox, keeping their division lead. The Royals visit the Twinnies, and the Twins sweep in 3, keeping their playoff dreams alive for now. Oakland visits the Rangers and eliminates them from playoff contention. Rockies visit the White Sox for an interleague matchup. They split 2. That sucks. The Padres visit Seattle for a series with serious playoff implications for both teams, and they split 2 games, which sucks. Sox at Guardians for 1 game. The Guardians lose. I mean, it makes the race a little closer, but it's like 1 game. It doesn't really matter that much. Moving on to the weekend series, the A's visit Houston. This one is irrelevant. The A's are the worst team in baseball. Justin Verlander continues his shtick as the best pitcher in the American League. Baltimore visits Toronto. 4 games out of the wild card with 15 left to play. Serious playoff implications here as well. The O's only 4.5 out of a wild card. The Blue Jays won 2 of 3 in that one. They kept their spot in the race. And the Blue Jays distance themselves a little bit from the Orioles. Rutschman remains a menace in Baltimore, and the Jays have unbelievable amounts of slugging power in their lineup. The White Sox visit Detroit, as the White Sox take 2 of 3, which keeps them in the close 2-team race for the Central. I said 2 teams, that's right. The White Sox pitching looks great as usual, posting a 2.52 ERA thus far into September. My Royals visit Boston. The Red Sox are 10 games out of a wildcard spot, and thus we move on. Twins at Guardians. The Twins lose 4 of 5. That's tough for them. 15 games left to play. The Twins find themselves 7 games out, coming close to ruining their chances. The Guardians have about a 89% chance of winning their division, and the Guardians look strong with a few weapons in Ahmed Rosario, Josh Naylor, J. Ram, Emmanuel Clase, and Tristan McKenzie, all playing extraordinarily well right now. The Rangers pay a visit to the Trop to help out the Rays, and help it does, as the Rays win 2 of 3. Bethancourt, Siri, Yandy Diaz, and Randy Arozarena are all significant helps to this team. The staff on that team is looking kinda just okay for now for a playoff caliber team. Seattle visits the Angels. The Angels hope to complete a sweep tonight, and they fail miserably. On the bright side, my brother was there. He got hella autographs. And with that loss today, the Angels are eliminated, and the Mariners are bumped down to the third wildcard spot after losing 3 of 4. However, J-Rod, Eugenio Suarez, J.P. Crawford, and Jesse Winker have all been significant bats in Seattle, along with the pitching in Gilbert Ray and their closer Paul Sewell. They've all been solid, and their closer has been almost lights out. Luis Castillo, who they added, has a season ERA of 2.68. He has been great for the M's, and that is what happened in the American League. Yeah, that's it. Any interesting plays?
I think someone got a triple play. I'm pretty sure.
The Orioles did. Yes, the Orioles
triple play.
The Orioles got a triple play. I like watching triple plays. Although I'm gonna be honest, that was just kind of bad base running.
Oh yeah, he kind of got off the base a little bit. I like the announcers when they go, "Oh, triple play, first in history," even though it hasn't. Kind of cool.
Did they actually say first in history?
No, I'm just making it up, but that's what I would do if I was broadcasting. But they're fun. I think the fans like it.
The Orioles are a fun team. I'm really hoping they make it. The Baltimore Orioles turned their first triple play since 2017, so not even close.
Since 2015. Wow. Yeah. Your Orioles are losing 9-0 to the Tigers right now.
Yeah. It's not looking like they're gonna make the playoffs at this point.
Next year.
But they look good. We'll put it that way. Speaking of exciting playoff teams, we're going to move to the standings for this one. In the American League, none of the teams from the East have been eliminated yet, as the New York Yankees hold a 5.5 game lead over the Blue Jays. The Tampa Bay Rays are 6 out of a divisional place, and the Orioles are 11.5 out of a divisional seat. The Red Sox aren't going to be a factor. They're 17 games out. The Cleveland Guardians are currently in first place in the Central. The White Sox are 4 games behind them in the race for the division, and the Twins are 7 games behind them in the race for the division. That's a little tough if you're a Twins fan. Eliminated are the Royals and the Tigers. Now, let's talk about the West. The only team in the American League to clinch a playoff spot has been the Astros. 14.5 games behind them is the Seattle Mariners, and the other 3 teams are eliminated from playoff contention. In the wild card race, the Blue Jays are currently in first place. They're a game and a half up. The Rays are half a game up, and the Mariners currently hold that third wild card spot. And the Orioles are 4.5 behind them, and the White Sox are 5.5 behind the Mariners as well. So the Mariners, all they have to do is not get absolutely wrecked, and then they get their wild card spot.
By default.
But you never know what happens in baseball. They just lost 4 of 5, 3 of 4 to the Angels. So you never know what's gonna happen.
What? Hold on, I gotta see this. So they're 4.5 ahead of the Orioles with how much left to play?
There's like 14 or 15 games left to play.
So they gotta win.
It depends on
6.
the team.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
What team do you want to know? How many games they have left? The Mariners?
Yeah. See what they're playing. They're playing the A's for 3. They're playing the Royals.
I have all the schedules. We'll go over the schedules later. The M's have 16 games to play.
Dude, the Mariners have the easiest freaking schedule ever.
They really do. We're going to talk about that a little later.
Okay.
If you want to talk about the National League, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do this.
Quick little thing of news. I have this game up on my screen. I don't know if you're kind of like looking at what I see. Max Scherzer has not allowed a base runner through 6 innings. Anyway, the National League.
Dang. Okay. National League. Here we go. The Dodgers 2 of 3 in Arizona, and they clinched the 9th NL West title in 10 years. Game 1, Dodgers went 6-0. They clinched the playoff spot for real this time, a second time. Game 2, Kershaw remains dominant, and the Dodgers win the division 9 out of 10 years, absolute dominance right there. That is why they own the MLB record for the most in a decade. Game three, Snakes refused to be swept. Sergio Alcantara, the three-run walk-off homer, and backs win 5-3. Marlins and Rangers each won a game in Miami. Game one, Rangers won 3-2. Matthias had an eighth inning bases loaded walk in that game. Game two, the Marlins win 10-6. Pirates take all four from the Reds in Cincinnati. Game one, Pittsburgh wins 6-3. Game two, Pirates win 6-1. Game three, Pirates win 1-0. Game four, Pirates complete the sweep. An NL favorite in the Mets managed to get swept against the Cubs at home, so that's not too great for them. Game one, Bassett gets rocked. He can't get through 4 innings. The Cubs beat the Mets 5-2. Game two, DeGrom gets the typical Mets with a 0-run sport, and they lose 4-1. Game three, David Peterson only got one out, and the Cubs come into Queens and they sweep New York, winning 6-3. Braves, like their divisional counterparts, cannot get it done either. They lose in San Fran. They lose two out of the last. They lose 2 of 3 in San Fran. I can't talk right now, if you couldn't tell. Game one, Littell, he gets pulled by Kapler. Giants win 3-2. Game two, Kyle Wright gets his 18th win on the year. Atlanta wins 5-1. Game three, Rodon leaves the game with a blister. Doesn't matter. Giants win 4-1. Phillies, they continue to stay hot in the wild card race. They take 2 of 3 in Miami. Game one, Nick Maton's 7th inning homer off of Sandy Alcantara gives the Phils a 2-1 win. Real Muto homers against his former team twice, and they power to a 6-1 win. Schwarber, he hits his 30th homer, and the Marlins hang on to win 5-3. O's take both games in DC. Game one, Orioles win 4-3. Game two, Gunnar Henderson drives in 4, and the Orioles beat the regional rivals 6-2. Brewers and Cardinals, we got a little NL Central divisional race here. It's pretty much over, but they still played this week. Andrew McCutchen, he drives in 3 and he homers. Brew Crew win 8-4. Game two, Waino and Molina have the most starts by a pitcher and a catcher ever. They win 4-1. Mets clap back and they take all 4 from the lowly Pirates. Game one, Lindor and Carrasco on Roberto Clemente. They shine and they win 7-1. Game two, Taiwan Walker, Daniel Vogelbach each show their stuff and the Mets win 4-3. Game three, Escobar's 3-run dinger, Bassett's bounce back start gives the Mets a 5-1 win. Game four, Jeff contributes. DeGrom fans 13, light work for him, and the Mets sweep the Pirates by winning 7-3. Cardinals win 3-5 in St. Louis against the Reds. Game one, Reds win 3-2. Game two, Pujols hits his 698th homer, 2 away from the 700 club, and the Cards beat the Reds 6-5. Game three, Molina homers. St. Louis wins 5-1. Game four, Goldschmidt has a walk-off ground out as the Cards beat the Reds 1-0 in 11. Game five, the Reds win 3-0. Padres remain in wildcard contention and win 4 in Arizona. Game one, Snakes win 4-0. Game two, Drury homers twice and Padres win 12-3. Game three, Joe Musgrove goes 6 innings strong, and Camposano has his first homer of the year. Padres win 2-0. Game four, Soto and Machado, they each break, and San Diego wins 6-1. Dodgers sweep San Fran. They win the season series 15-4. Most wins against the Giants since moving to LA, so that's something to talk about there. Game one, Dustin May, he goes 5 hitless innings. Dodgers win 5-0. Game two, Urias wins his 17th, and Thompson has a 2-run homer. Dodgers win 7-1. Game three, Betts and Muncy each power the Dodgers to a 4-3 extra innings win. So great week for the Dodgers. What else can you expect, right? Rockies take 2 of 3 at Wrigley. I'm just gonna say that. Nats win 2 of 3 at home against the Marlins. Who cares about that? Brewers, they sweep the Phillies. Not the Brewers. The Braves, they sweep the Phillies. Game one, Acuna and the Braves. They have a 6-run 8th inning, and the Braves win 7-2. Game two, Acuna drives in 4. Braves win 4-3. Game 3, Strider and Contreras each continue to exceed expectations. Braves win 5-2. Brewers, big weekend series for them. They defend their home, winning 2 of 3 against the Yankees. Game 1, Garrett Mitchell hits a walk-off single. Milwaukee wins 7-6. Game 2, Adames and Woodruff both do the thing, and they beat New York 4-1. Game 3, Judge has a 2-homer game. He's now at 59 homers, close to Babe Ruth's record, and the Yankees win a slugfest 12-8. That's going to do it for the National League. All right, you want me to do standings?
Yeah, do the standings.
Alrighty.
Max Scherzer got taken out of the game in the 6th inning.
Come on.
And
How
then-
many pitches was he at?
I don't think it was that many, but it's his first start since he came back from
gotcha.
IL. And
Who are they playing?
the Brewers.
Oh,
Just
that's-
remembered.
Dang.
And 2 pitches in, Tyler McGill gave up a hit to Yelich. So that's tough.
Just like that, it's over.
Yeah.
Dang. Dude, I'm telling you, the Mets are going to be scary because it looks like they're healthy.
The Mets are a little spooky.
We'll speak by that. Yeah. Anyways, let's go into the standings. So in the National League East, the Mets are 93-55. They're in first place. They've won 6 out of the last 10. They're locked for the playoffs for sure. Coming days, either this week or next week, they're going to make the playoffs. Same with the Braves, 91-55, 1 game back, 6-4 of the last 10. Both are doing the thing. Phillies, they're 80-66, 12 games back. They've lost 4 straight, so trying to get things together. 5-5 in the last 10. Marlins and the Nats have both been eliminated. The NL Central, the Cardinals, they're 87-61, 6-4 of the last 10. They're chugging along. The Brewers are 78-68, 8 games back. Really choked the division lead there in the second half. So just trying to make a wild card push for them. They've won 7 of the last 10. On ESPN, it says they have a 30% playoff percentage. If San Diego keeps winning, it's bound to look like they're going to make the playoffs this year. Dodgers, they clinched the division and they clinched the playoffs last week. They're 101 at 44. Potentially the best Dodgers season in history. It's definitely shaping up to be that. They've won the last 3, 8-2 in the last 10. Just sheer dominance. What else do you expect? Padres, they're 81-66, 21 games back, 6-4 in the last 10. For the wild card in the National League, it's looking like Atlanta, they have an 11-game lead on the first wild card spot. Then it's San Diego, 81-66. Phillies are in third, 80-66, and then trailing them are the Brewers, who are 78-68, 2 games out of a wild card. Then the Giants, 11 games back, and that's about it. That's going to do it for the standings. Definitely coming down to the wire. It's really between the Brewers or the Phillies or the Padres. Either of those teams can flip-flop. It's all about who finishes hot at the end. So
The Dodgers are on pace for 112.8 wins, which you can
112.
either interpret as 113 or 112. It's kind of up to you at this point.
Yeah.
That's
freaking nuts.
really scary. I'm not going to lie.
The franchise record is, I think, 106, I'm pretty sure. So they'll clear that within
Oh,
this
yeah.
week or the-
No, they're
the
getting
next
that
week.
for sure.
Yeah.
Cardinals have basically clinched the
Pretty
division.
much, yeah.
Like, with 8 games, there's not a lot that can happen. And the Phillies are running out of time if they want to get the division. And by running out of time, I mean it's not even up to them if they win the division. If
Yeah.
they have to bank on the Braves and the
They
Mets
need
to
the wild card.
lose, and that's not going to happen.
So they just got to keep winning, because if
Yeah.
they miss the playoffs for what is it, like the 7th straight year or something? It's
I don't know.
nuts.
If they miss the playoffs, their GM's getting fired, though.
No. Dombrowski's not getting fired. He's
Well,
just came in.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. But the strategy that they're using is not, it's interesting. That's all I'm
Oh,
going to say.
yeah.
And it's kind of new. And if it doesn't work out, then that strategy might just die forever.
Hold on, I got it. Yeah, let's see what we got. Phillies. Philly. Um, yeah, Browski's a good GM. They haven't made the playoffs since 2008. So,
Damn.
sorry, 2000. Yeah, 2009. Well, that's tough.
Um, trying to find the longest playoff drought. Here.
The Mariners, I think.
Oh, it's the Mariners right now in American
For
professional
all
sports.
time. Are we talking like all time in baseball?
No, we're talking at the moment in American sports.
Yes, the Mariners.
The Browns, 16 seasons, and then the Marlins are at 15 seasons. And then the Kings are at 13.
That makes sense.
And the Padres?
The Padres.
Damn. I guess they seem like a team that would make the playoffs regularly.
The Padres are in a drought.
I think so. Unless they went
No way.
recently.
Didn't they make that playoffs in like 2020?
Maybe they did, and this website is old. Let me see. This website does not have a date on it.
Look at like Wikipedia or something.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Padres seasons on Wikipedia. What the hell? There's no way though. Right?
Oh, that's wrong.
No, they made it in 2020, so that website is old. Yeah, they made it into the fake playoffs.
The Mickey Mouse ones.
Yeah, the Dodgers won.
Uh-huh. Oh, here's something for you. The Phillies missed the playoffs 34 straight seasons, 1916 to 1949.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Second longest drought, I'm pretty sure.
All right, do you want to talk about the upcoming playoff races?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had something down. I said Astros just clinched a playoff berth.
Yeah.
They're about to win their fifth straight division title, so basically 2017 to 2022, pure dominance. 2017 doesn't really count, but after that, they've been really about as perfect as you can be in baseball.
Yeah, so basically we hate the Astros.
Yeah, so hate the Astros.
When the Angels get a new owner next season and we own the Astros, I'm going to be the happiest man alive. I don't believe that for a second. Okay, upcoming races. The Yankees are currently in a race. It's not, like, as the days go by, it's less and less of a race because the Yankees are still holding on to their 5.5 game lead.
Yeah, they've been playing 500 baseball, and
That's
the other teams
good enough.
have been playing 500 too, so.
Yeah. The Yankees, their next series is against the Pirates at home. They play 2 games, and then they host the Red Sox at home for 4 games.
I
And then
might lose that.
Yeah, the Yankees and the Red Sox are kind of interesting. Then they're at Blue Jays for 3,
That's tough.
and then
That
the
might be
O's
big.
visit the Yankees for 3,
Ooh.
and then they play the Rangers for 4. So there's 2 divisional matchups at the very end right there. Actually, I guess there's 3, but the Red Sox aren't really like competitors in that division.
They always find ways to win, though. It's like the Dodgers and the Giants, you know?
Yeah, the Red Sox find ways to beat the Yankees. That's just what happens. So the Yankees,
Yeah.
there are some teams right there. And being 5.5 games up, like, games against the Blue Jays count double for the Blue Jays. Like,
Yeah.
if they beat the Yankees, they get a whole game instead of just a half. So the Yankees are in peril a little bit.
I mean, they've been winning, right? let's look at their schedule.
I think they're 6-4 in their last 10.
6-4 in the last 10.
Let me see if I made that up. No, they're 6-4 in their last 10.
So they lost 2 of 3 to Milwaukee. They won
They
a series.
swept the Red Sox with air quotes on that one.
Yeah, the 2-gamer. They won 2 out of 3 against Tampa, 2 out of 3 against Minnesota. No, 3 out of 4 against Minnesota. They lost the series to Tampa. Are they playing Tampa anymore? No.
No,
Is that it?
that's it. Last time they played the Blue Jays, they lost 3 of 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
that's-
what the hell? They only played the Blue Jays 2 times in the second half. That's whack.
Really?
What is his scheduling?
Dude, Dodgers are playing 5 games against the D-backs. It's freaking. And then I think we play 6 games straight against the Rockies.
Oh,
All in
yeah,
one
I
game.
have something.
It's freaking weird.
One of the teams in the playoff race has a 6-game set against a really easy team. It's actually insane.
Who's it?
Let's see. The Guardians, the very last series of the season for them is 6 against Kansas City.
Oh my god, that's a lifesaver. I mean, they're already like bound to win the division. That's just like 6
Yeah.
extra wins.
It's 6 free wins for the
And
Guardians. Like,
6 is kind of a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
6 is a lot of games against a team as bad as the Royals.
Dang.
It really makes you wonder, like, what are we thinking when we made the schedule? Like, why did those games not go anywhere else? Why did they, like, tack them onto the end? Because now, if the Guardians are, like, 3 games back, they could still just absolutely wreck the Royals and get their spot back. It's wild.
Kind of messes them up.
Yeah.
Did someone make the schedules or was it like a computer? Because like.
I think a computer makes the schedule, but the teams agreed when to play the makeup games.
Okay.
The series,
Awesome.
the season opener was supposed to be Royals at Guardians, and you know it got canceled. And I guess the 2 teams agreed to move it to the very end, which is kind of a weird move, but whatever. In the Yankees race as well, they are racing against the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays play 2 games in Philadelphia. They play 4 games in Tampa. They play 3 games against the Yankees, which we already talked about. They play 3 games against the Red Sox, and then they visit Baltimore for 3.
Dude, that's a tough schedule.
That is a tough schedule if you're the Blue Jays. And the Orioles are like one of those teams that's really wacky, and you never know what you're gonna get out of them. Like,
Yeah.
it could be the easiest series in Blue Jays history, or it could be they get swept in the last 3 games of the season and lose a wild card spot.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I mean, who are the Rays playing?
The Rays play. So, when I say at, it's at, and when I don't say at, it's at home. So they play Houston for 3 games. They play the Blue Jays for 4 games. They play in Cleveland for 4. They play in Houston for 3, and they play the Red Sox, and they play at
Gosh.
Red Sox for 3. So the Rays have a
Dude.
really rough schedule. Like,
All 3 of these teams are in, like, it could be anyone's game.
it's a interesting schedule, for sure.
That's freaking.
And
crazy.
the Orioles aren't really competing for the division right now, but they
No.
could be competing for the wild card. And they play 3 games against Detroit, and then they play 4 games against Houston, and then they play at Red Sox for 4, at Yankees for 3, and then they play the Blue Jays for 3. And those are competitors. Like, they're playing their competitors.
Oh
Well,
my
mostly the
gosh.
Blue Jays at the very end of the
All
season.
3,
So
all
this
4
wild
of those
card.
teams are like good teams. That's gonna be
And
nuts.
also swimming around in that wild card race, they're not in the same division, but they're competing for those same 3 wild card spots is the Mariners. And they play in Oakland for 3, in Kansas City for 3. They play against Texas for 3. They play against Oakland for 3, and they play against Detroit for 4.
Dude.
But the Mariners just got absolutely clowned on by the Angels.
Oh my god. I gotta freaking see this because this might be closer than we think.
I think this is the race to watch by far. Like, all of these teams are good, and It's gonna come down to the very last day
It's
of the
these
season.
freaking. You could even say the White Sox. The White Sox have been hot too.
Yeah,
Keep
I
throwing
did.
in.
One of those teams. Okay, one of those teams competing for the wild card spot is a little iffy for me. They
Yeah.
even saying the Orioles are like, I don't know, chasing it is a little
I don't.
tough for me.
Uh,
They're chasing right now. They're not really in competition.
yeah.
They're hoping that they win like 7 in a row again, and then that would put them back in contention. In the Central, the Guardians play at White Sox for 3, at Texas for 3. They play Tampa Bay for 3, and then Kansas City for 6.
God.
And
Or
the
will they?
White Sox play the Guardians for 3. They play the Tigers for 3. They play in Minnesota for 3. They play in San Diego for 3, and then they play Minnesota again for 3. So the White Sox schedule is looking a little bit easier than the Guardians schedule until you get to that like Kansas City 6-game set.
They gotta win those Guardian series though if they want a chance.
Yep.
That's what's gonna
I
happen.
think it all comes down to that first series, which might be happening right now as we speak.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, it starts tomorrow. That's weird.
So, look, they've been better without La Russa, so they just gotta.
Yeah, what's the deal with him? Is he gone? Like, did they kick him out of the team? Did he get
No,
did he get his medical scare and then they realized they started winning and so they're just like
dude,
not
yeah,
letting him
it's
come back?
almost like without a crappy owner, we start winning. Or not a crappy owner, crappy manager, we start winning.
Hey, the White Sox fans knew all along. They've been chanting "Fire Tony" for who knows how long.
Yeah, their interim managers trying. He's doing a good job.
Um, those races are okay, not really that race. The Central is kind of a mid
Central's
off. I'm not
done.
gonna lie, but
It's the Guardians.
I really need the Mariners to miss the playoffs. I'm gonna be honest. That's really what
Oh
I
my
need out of this
God.
playoff race.
He's such a hater.
I want the O's to go. The O's are my team now that the Angels are gone.
The O's. All right.
But
That's
the
fine.
O's are gonna get eliminated in like 6 days anyway, so then I'll have to pick a new team, and it'll
Dodgers.
probably be the Rays. No, I hate the Dodgers.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
the Mariners are gonna get easy playoff spot. Like, I think they might get
Yeah.
the first or
Who-
second place
Who the
wild card.
Mariners playing?
They're playing at A's for 3, at Kansas City for 3. They're playing the
Oh, yeah,
Rangers
yeah.
at home for 3, the A's at
They're-
home for
they're
3,
in.
and the Tigers for 4. So that's easy. Those are easy games unless they get wrecked, which happens sometimes because it's baseball. I think if one of these teams, the O's are most likely to miss the playoffs.
O's are probably gonna miss it.
But if
Barring
the O's
a
make it
miracle.
in, I think the Rays have a solid chance of missing the playoffs. They have one
Yeah.
easy team in their schedule, and it's the Red Sox. And the Red Sox are like,
The Red Sox are like mediocre. They're
Yeah.
decent, but no.
and
Oh.
they're in the East, so
Yeah.
they're like good still.
Crazy how all these like matchups like line up. You know.
I think they do it like that on purpose. I think they put all the divisional games at the end. Whoever
Yeah.
writes the algorithm for that. Those are all the American League races. I mean, there's the West, but we all know what's happening there. The Astros are
Pretty much
winning.
over.
Yeah, it's over. In the National League, there's Mets and Braves. That's a race that's happening right now.
That's a lock. Both of those teams are making the playoffs.
And it's not
It's. Pretty
It's not even
sure.
it doesn't matter. Both teams make the playoffs. So this race
Yeah.
doesn't matter that much, but it's still gonna be some fun baseball being played.
It'd be funny if the Mets missed. They're freaking what is it? If they didn't win the division, everyone would be like crying and stuff.
Lol Mets.
Sorry. Yeah, lol Mets. What's the freaking? I think it's a 1-game lead. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1-game lead.
They're 1 game ahead. Yeah.
It's
gonna be fun.
I gotta see this.
So the Mets are playing in Milwaukee right now, and then they're gonna play in
Gotcha.
Oakland, and then they're gonna play the Marlins for 2, and then they're gonna play in Atlanta for 3.
Oh.
That's gonna be absolutely electric, and then they play the Nats for
Okay.
3. And the Braves play the
So-
Nats, and then at Phillies for 4, and then at Nats for 3, and then they play the Mets for 3, which we just talked about, and then they play the Marlins for 3. So really, it comes down to that very
Pretty
last
even
series.
schedules, yeah.
It comes down to that very last Mets Braves series.
Dang. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and
That's
whatever
gonna be
team
fun.
loses gets wild card 1. Like, there's no debate over seeding. They're like 20 games ahead.
Yeah.
And for that wild card race, there's one team in the race that's on the outside looking in. That's the Brewers. And their schedule looks middle of the road. Not super hard, not super easy. They play the Mets for 3, and they go to just had a stroke. They go to Cincinnati for 4, and then they play at home against St. Louis for 2, the Marlins for 4, and the Diamondbacks for 3. So there's a couple easy teams in there, but there's also the Mets and the Cardinals.
Okay. I mean, with the Brewers, I think it's like they have a good shot. Who are the Padres and the Phillies playing? 'Cause that's what
Their schedules, the
Super
Padres'
close.
schedule is hard. The Phillies' schedule is also hard. It's also hard.
They have
So-
2 easy series and 3 tough ones.
Yeah. And the Cubs aren't even like a total pushover team. Like, they could get
They'll
beat.
win some game. They got some guys.
And the Padres play the Cardinals and the White Sox and the Dodgers.
Oh my gosh.
They have
They
a
could
lot
miss
of
the
divisional games. The Padres might miss the playoffs. There's a
Oh
solid
my-
chance
dude,
that
that
the
is
Padres miss the
nuts.
playoffs. The Padres.
St. Louis, Colorado, at Colorado, so they could lose that
The
series.
wacky stuff happens in Coors Field.
Then they're playing the Dodgers. Dodgers have dominated them all year. Chicago could get hot. San Fran can win some games too. Play spoiler. Imagine if it comes down to the final weekend and the Padres miss.
Oh,
the
it
playoffs.
will. It will come down to the final weekend for sure.
I will lose my you-know-what if they freaking miss the playoffs again. That's tough.
The Padres are the
But-
team that I want to make the most
Yeah.
because I want to
That's
see
gonna
that.
get viewers.
I want to
out.
see that.
But there's also a solid chance that they.
Last time the Padres played the Giants, the Padres swept the Giants.
Swept.
And the time before that, they won 2 of 3.
I don't know.
So the Padres look good to win against the Giants.
Well, that's the only really. It's that, and then the Rockies, where playing at Coors is tough.
Playing
even
at
for
Coors
the
is
good
really
teams, like
tough.
the Dodgers. Like,
Are the Cardinals like actually good?
Cardinals are good, yeah. Cardinals, they're well rounded. They have a bunch of. Actually, hold on.
Well, they're in the Central, and the Central's kind
Yeah.
of like. I can see
That-
that. I can see that series going either way. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just
I-
kidding. The Cardinals are gonna win that series. I have almost no doubt. Oh my God, bro! The Cardinals haven't lost a series in. They haven't lost a series since. Hold on, I gotta go back even farther.
Oh my God.
Since August 12th. They lost against the Rockies in Coors.
That's tough. Yeah, in Coors.
And before that, the last series they lost was July 24th.
Dude.
Yeah, the Cardinals are kind of like really
Cardinals-
hot right now.
no,
And
they
I
always-
didn't even notice.
They always have that one like little streak where they just like
Bro.
pop off.
I told you
Every year.
before the season started, the Cardinals have this magic, and they just
Yep.
do this wacky stuff. Like Pujols is gonna hit 700 home runs, maybe.
That's what it was for last year.
Yeah, when they
also,
won,
for sure.
how many did they win in a row? Like
18 in a row.
Yeah, it's insane. This team is unbelievable. To be fair, they have had a lot of easy series, but they've also had a few hard series in there that they just.
17 consecutive wins,
That's unreal.
and they clinched winning the 70.
The Cardinals have a very interesting schedule. They play in San Diego for 3, and then they play in LA for 3, and then they play the Brewers twice in Milwaukee, and then they have
Oh my! I'm looking at this. What?
yeah, it's
Come
it's
on.
another 6 game against
Then the
it's another
Guardians
6 game series,
against the Pirates.
but it's like not an actual 6 game series. It's 2 3 game series because it's at the first 3 are at home and the last 3 are away.
That's crazy. MLB scriptwriters are really getting lazy.
Actually, though, like we need a better schedule. This is part of why I say that that the new schedule is bad with the interleague play. It's like it's really fun when it gets to the end of the season and the Yankees play like the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, and it's like comes down to the wire.
Yeah, and then you have Pirates.
Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. That's because of the lockout. What does your playoff picture look like?
Playoff picture.
If you were given $1,000 right now, and you had to bet evenly on teams, what teams would you bet on to make the playoffs?
So, division. Yankees are making it. Guardians are making it. Astros, they've made it. So I get a free bet there. Blue Jays, Mariners, and the Rays. I think it's gonna stay like that. I think
in that order too.
It'll be in that order.
Okay.
Not in that order. It'll really come down to it, but they're all making it. Then in the National League, Mets for sure, Braves also, Cardinals, Dodgers. That's 4.
What's that? What are the 2 wildcard teams?
2 wildcard teams.
I mean, we've established one of them is the Braves.
Braves, yeah. So the Phillies, dude, again. Dude, okay. Have the Phillies been good recently?
Have the Phillies been good recently?
They've
Let me
lost 4
see.
straight. They lost 4
Well, they're
straight
5-5 in their last 10.
5-5, yeah.
Well, they played the Braves. The Braves are like really good.
Yeah.
Before that, they were kind of on fire.
I'm gonna say Phillies make it, and the Brewers also make it. So the Padres miss the playoffs. So it's gonna be Brewers, Phillies, Braves, and then Dodgers, Mets, and Cardinals.
Here.
So the Padres will miss the playoffs again.
I'm writing out all of my seeding picks. LA.
I'll write that down too.
New York Mets.
After the episode.
So I'd say probably the number 1 seed is going to be the Dodgers. And then I'd say the number 2 seed is probably going to be the Mets. And then 3 has got to be the Cardinals. And then 4 is probably going to be... I guess it's the Braves, huh?
Braves, yep.
And then 5 would be... I don't see the Brewers making it, I'm going to be honest. I don't see them overcoming that. They've been kind of middle of the road all year.
They've been hot as of late, though, so...
Yeah. I see San Diego, and then I see Phillies. And then in the American League...
Here's the Brewers' schedule. They have 3 against the Mets, then 4 against the Reds, 2 against the Cardinals, 4 against the Marlins, and 3 against the D-backs.
Yeah, I have everyone's schedule up in front of me. I wrote it all down before the episode. Astros are first. Yankees are second. Third is probably the Guardians. And then fourth, it's got to be the M's.
Yeah.
And then fifth, it's kind of a matter of Jays or Rays. really know which one. The Rays are half a game back, so it's like tied right now.
Do you have the Padres making the playoffs?
I do have the Padres. I have them being the 5 seed and Philadelphia being under them.
I don't, because I'm different.
Because you're a Dodgers fan. Because you're a stupid Dodgers fan.
Dude, it'd be freaking hilarious. Like, you
That
trade
it would.
for Juan Soto, you get all this, Brennan Drury, Josh Bell,
Those
Josh
guys all
Hader.
have extra years. They'll be here
They'll
next season.
suck.
They don't suck.
It's whatever. They don't have half a season with Tatis, so
Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
literally an idiot. I was at a party and a guy was wearing a Tatis jersey, and I'm like, why do you like Tatis? And he's like, because he freaking cheats. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
all right,
fair
dude.
enough. That's yeah.
That's a you thing.
As long as he admits it. Let's see. I
think Blue Jays
Jays.
are the 4.
have Jays and then Rays. Yeah.
Mariners are 5, and the Rays are 6. Okay. Rays could upset some people. I'm just telling you right now, like they always have.
Yeah, but they're also playing Houston. Houston is just like really good.
Yeah, juggernaut.
I kind of want to see what's happened when the Rays have played the Astros previously, if they have this half. Actually, I bet they haven't.
Who is your ideal World Series matchup? Like, who do you want to see?
Who do I want to see? I want to see.
Who do you want to see, and who do you think is? What do you think is actually going to happen?
Well, I already tweeted what I think is gonna happen.
I don't.
It's gonna be White Sox over Dodgers in 7.
Oh, okay.
My prediction will remain on my Twitter.
At the beginning of the season.
At the very beginning, before the season even started, I tweeted out my World Series prediction, and
You know what I had?
you gotta stick with it.
Dodgers and yeah. Okay. I have the Dodgers beating the Blue Jays in 6.
There it is. There's the tweet.
By
Damn.
that logic, the Jays are gonna go on a crazy run, and they're gonna. To be honest, I feel like they could.
Yeah.
Blue Jays.
I think
They
my
have-
ideal World
so.
Series matchup is probably actually I don't like any of the teams in the National League. I don't like any of the contending teams.
Oh my god. You're gonna have to like one of them.
I mean, obviously you gotta hope for a 7-game World Series, right? Because that's by far the most exciting. I think it's got to be Tampa Bay over Dodgers in 7. I mean I don't like
2020
that
rematch.
2020 rematch, but with the other team, I like the Rays. I kind of feel bad for the Rays players because they have no fans.
There's like a 2-person parade. They're like, yay! And then everyone else is at like the Bucks game. They don't care. That'd be
Bro, it's
funny.
actually so sad. They have the third
No, I
lowest
know.
attendance in MLB, and they're a playoff contender. How does that even
They're a
happen?
good team. Like what?
Bro, if the Angels, damn.
No, it's Tampa and Florida itself is football territory, and basketball is number 2. Like baseball isn't even a thought.
Why do they even have 2 teams there? It's like a mystery to me. Neither of the teams are like get good attendance numbers.
Which ones?
The Rays and the Marlins.
Oh yeah.
Like neither of those
I don't
teams
know.
get attendance.
It's a good market, yeah, but like people generally don't care.
Wild.
I think people show up to more Marlins games than Rays games.
Yeah, I think so too. Because their
Only-
stadium's new, isn't it?
Yeah, their stadium's new. It's slightly easier to get there. It's nuts.
Dude, the Rays gotta move into like a minor league baseball stadium and just
A minor league baseball stadium.
and literally destroy the Trop and build a new stadium there. Like,
Go to the Savannah Bananas venue.
no
Man.
way.
Dude, that is like one of those teams that I really want to see like play live.
Yeah, we
That
should
would be
make the
like-
trek.
They have so many antics. It's freaking nuts.
They just recruited that TikTok guy.
But
I
yeah.
keep seeing it on my feed, and I don't really care about the TikTok guy, but it's like funny because their jerseys are bright yellow. See Banana Ball on the road. Oh. Their uh, schedule's not out yet, I don't think. No, it's
Are
not.
they a minor league team for someone, or what are they?
No. Well, okay. There's like a
They
real
just
Savannah
play.
Bananas, and then there's a fake Savannah Bananas. And the fake team is the one that does all that wacky stuff. But they have like an actual summer league team.
Okay.
Like a wood bat college team. But it's like
Oh, okay.
for the off season. There's all kinds of Orange County has one. They're called the Orange County Riptide. I really wanted to see a game of theirs, but since there's
Okay.
summer league, I kind of missed the window on that. But yeah, we gotta see a fake game, this fake banana ball game.
Like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Oh.
Is that all we have to talk about?
I have my rankings.
Oh, damn. Oh, are you also gonna talk about the Dodgers?
I just had a thing about the Dodgers Halloween picture. We don't have to talk about that.
Okay. It's time for the Rovers rankings.
Yep. All right. Hitters coming in hot. You can hear me, right? I
Yeah.
don't have to repeat it. Okay. National League. Willie Adames, good week. Rodolfo Castro of the Pirates. He had a good week. Tommy Edwin of Edmin for the Cardinals. Acuna, good week. And Alonso had a good week for the Mets. American League, Yordan Alvarez, good week. Judge, great week. Semien, good week. Elvis Andrus, good week for him. Luis Rengifo, messed up Kershaw's no-hitter. He had a good week. American League, hit of the week, Aaron Judge. He hit 550, 4 homers, 6 RBIs, 9 runs scored, only 4 strikeouts, 3 multi-hit games in 5 games, so good week for him. National League hit of the week, Willie Adames, 444 at batting average, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, 5 runs scored, 4 strikeouts, 3 multi-hit games in 5 games. So Adames and Judge are your respective hitters of the week. Now we go to the pitchers, not pictures. American League, Joe Ryan, good week. Framber Valdez, great week. Jeffrey Springs for the Rays, good week. Otani, good week. Shane Bieber, not Justin Bieber, he had a good week. National League, Yu Darvish, great week. Sandy Alcantara, good week. Strider, good week. Woodruff, good week. And DeGrom, good week. American League Pitcher of the Week, Joe Ryan, 14.2 innings pitched, 14 and 2/3. 3 hits allowed, 0 earned runs, 4 walks allowed, and 14 strikeouts. He was on fire this week. And in the National League, Yu Darvish, 14 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 0 earned runs, 1 walk allowed, and 15 strikeouts. So it's going to be Aaron Judge, Willie Adames, Joe Ryan, and you. That's right, I'm talking to you, Yu Darvish. That's going to do it. Our rankings.
Quick question before we close the episode, because I just
Yes.
thought of it. We're kind of closing in on Cy Young season, and it's getting clear who's going to be in it. And
Yep.
I think for American League, it's crystal clear. I think Justin Verlander wins the
Justin
Cy Young
Verlander,
with
for
a
sure.
period at
Yeah.
the end of the sentence. If
Yep.
they're going to pretend it's a race and that Shane McClanahan has a chance, but he really does not.
He's out. He's missed too much time, so it's
Yeah.
Verlander.
National League is a little bit more exciting.
Uh,
I think it's down between, I don't know, I guess Arias.
there's a lot of guys.
There's not that many, though.
Yeah, you can make a case for a lot of guys.
I think just the top 4 in ERA. Like, they don't... Tyler Anderson's good, but his ERA is 40
No,
points higher than Julio.
He's not going to do it.
And Tyler Anderson is 5th on the ERA list. So I think it comes
Wow.
down to Arias, Alcantara, Fried, and Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen is making a secret Cy Young campaign.
So you said Urias, Alcantara. Who are the others?
Freed
Freed.
and Zach Gallen.
I think really depends on who finishes stronger, Sandy or um, Urias, in my opinion, has been better. I think what's his face? Sandy, he's gotten a little beaten up. 6 earned runs against the Braves, 3 against the Phillies. He's playing tough competition. He's been kind of smacked around a little bit. Look at Julio. I'm pretty sure he's been on lockdown the past series or something. Uh, yeah, he got a rough August, but September, 3 earned runs. Wait, that's not right. Yeah. Anyways, he's been on point. Yeah, 3 earned runs in August, 4 in September. He's doing his stuff. I, we're being honest. I want Urias, but I don't know. It comes down to whoever's hotter. So
I think it's got to
we
be
shall see.
Sandy, unless Sandy chokes or something. I mean,
Yeah,
only
what's
6
his
pitchers
ERA?
have a complete game shutout, and Sandy's
Oh.
one of them.
Might be right.
And
His ERA is what is it?
2.3.
Yeah,
2.37.
Sandy. So it's I agree with you. Sandy and Justin is gonna Verlander.
Yeah.
Get it.
Sandy has 5 complete games. Aaron Nola is
Yeah.
right under him, and he has 2. So I think
Not
that's
even close.
that's all his extra value is in those innings.
Yep,
And the batting title goes to Aaron Judge in the American
definitely.
League. It's
Uh-huh.
not even. There's zero debate for me. And Goldie
The National
or
League.
Freddie.
I think Goldschmidt has been better, like overall.
Yeah,
You
I
you
think
can
so as
give it to Freddie, but like Goldschmidt, like I don't know. There's just something about him, you know.
yeah, he has
He's
that appeal.
done a lot
I don't
more.
know.
But also it's because like the Dodgers have so many superstars. Like you put Freddie Freeman, you swap Freddie and Goldschmidt, you could make a case for uh, Freddie on the Cardinals because 4 stars, you know.
Yeah,
But Goldschmidt, you know, very close.
they're almost the same.
Almost identical. He is more like walk-offs or something. I think very close to homers. The only thing Freddie really has is like hits.
Goldie gets on base more than Freddie Freeman does.
Oh,
And his slugging is a little higher.
okay.
But Freddie
That's-
Freeman's batting average is like 10 points higher.
Yeah. So it'll be I think it'll be Goldschmidt, Judge, and Goldschmidt get those.
Yeah, there's plenty of time in the last,
Yep.
2 weeks? We only have 2 weeks of baseball left.
Um,
A little more than 2
favorite time
weeks.
of the year.
That's insane. All right, well, we're going to call it here, I think.
Yes, sir.
It's a good episode. I think I have time to hit the gym if I make it quick. And it's poll
We
day,
go
so I
gym.
should be able to. We do go gym. Got to get those gains. And then take a shower because I smell awful.
Fun.
What are you going to do when you're marching in 100-degree weather? Goodbye, everybody. We'll talk
Peace
next
out,
time
guys.
when even more teams are eliminated.